Do you guys leave your predictions anywhere in particular? Should we be pointing people, or are we going to be blessed with these selections each week?
I run mine on Fridays over on BuckeyeGrove.com. I also put them out on social media, on Twitter at Kevin_Noon. I wrote mine last week, and I've adjusted the score once. I haven't adjusted my winner.
I hope not.
I was going to say exactly. Doing the Mark Rogers show on Wednesday is a little bit early for me to drop it. But, I like.
We'll point everyone in your direction. That's fine. Good. So you got to check out Kevin's prediction each week over on Buckeye Grove. Steve,
I will.
What you got for us?
Yeah, I know the line's 26. I'm not sure what the over/under is.
Not to interrupt you, Steve. Kevin, didn't you say it started at 21 or 21 and a half when we did it last week?
That was according to Circa. And then
Really?
Like Vegas Insider came out and I think had it at 23, 24. And then I went to covers and I've seen the line as high as 27 and it came back to 26 at some point today. I've not been back in a couple of hours. And I needed to drop some numbers in one of my stories, and the over-under was 67.5 at that point.
Yeah. I'm not a big sports gambler. Like when we were at Nebraska last year, we stumbled into the sports book in Council Bluffs, Iowa. Yeah. They had a casino there, and one of the guys who we work with put down a 16 parlay and won over $600, hit all of them on that, which was kind of cool. I came up short on a 4-teamer that it was UCLA and Arizona. I think we're playing a late night game on Saturday night last year. And the week we were at Nebraska, and come to find out Arizona was playing the game without its quarterback or its running back. And they still nearly won the game outright, but did not. I don't know if they were getting 3 or giving 3, whatever it was. But
you're watching that game on your phone as we were driving.
I'm watching it on the phone as we're driving from Lincoln back to Omaha, and I'm about ready to take the phone and throw it out the window because it was the one leg I needed to hit a 4-teamer for probably $200 or something. But c'est la vie, whatever. But that's the last
4-teamer, Steve, riding on an Arizona UCLA game. You talk about.
I studied every game, and see, I do my own picks for the entire card of most of the Power 5, and then I'll throw in Cincinnati and some MAC schools just for local interest when I do it when they're playing. And so I pick 20, 25 games a week. And what I usually do if I'm looking at maybe putting $10, $20 down on a parlay, and again, I am not I don't want to gain this reputation that I'm this avid gambler who's hanging around the team to get betting information. That's not the case at all. But what I'll do is I'll take those picks where I've independently looked at each game and just say, oh, that line seems way out of whack. It was a 10-point line and I have them winning by 28 points. Well, that's obviously one I would probably put into my 14 parlay. So for whatever reason, that's what I did with that UCLA-Arizona game. And then day of the game, we find out that, Arizona's without 2 of its, top 4 or 5 players. I was like, But at any rate, 28 was the line, or 26 to the line. I was thinking 45-17 is what I've said. And I guess that would put me under the posted total, I think, of 66, 67. Is that what you maybe said? I don't know.
I think I saw 67.5. I'm
okay.
Pulling it up as you're talking.
Yeah, I don't know that. See, the score last year was 48-7. And I don't know that Ohio State's going to score 48 points if Nebraska's defense is a little bit better, maybe 41, 45. And I don't think Ohio State's defense is as good as it was last year, at least not to start the season. And so if Martinez can make a few plays, maybe they score 17. Now that I know that the line is 26, I would probably change that to 48-17, something like that, just because I don't like to make my pick and be within a point or two of the line. I don't think that's not much of a public service. I want to have a clear 4 or 5 point cushion at least between my score prediction and the line. I mean, we have a lot of people in our business who will write their prediction for this game, and it'll be 46-20 or something like that. You're like, what the hell have you told me? I mean, what good have you done me here? So, that's my rationale on why I think of a range, and then I have to adjust it sometimes when the line, as the week proceeds, will change. Our game data page will probably be out tomorrow, and if I get really ambitious, watching noon's Los Angeles Dodgers tonight in the game 2 of the World Series, maybe I can get my picks for the whole card, 20-some games done. I know we have some Mountain West games coming on this week. Obviously, the 7 Big Ten games are now new additions to the card. So we're starting to get more of a fuller look on a Saturday. All we're missing is the Pac-12 game, and then the ability to get it all back on Hawaii at midnight. So when we get everybody back in the fold, it'll seem like any other year.
Wait when we have Maction. I'm ready for some Tuesday and Wednesday night Maction.
I love their schedule. They came right out of the box and said, we are going to play on Tuesdays. We are going to play on Wednesdays. We are going to play on Thursdays. We're going to play on Sunday nights. We are going to play here and we are going to play there. And they made no bones about it. Like everybody is like, I think their entire schedule begins on like a Tuesday or Wednesday or something. So God bless them. They're filling a niche. That's for sure.
Well, with the way things are going, they'll be competing with the NFL on Tuesday and Wednesday nights.
I got to tell you,
I'll take the Mac. I'll take the
I'm
Mac.
loving.
I am a disgruntled Cowboys fan, and I don't need to watch any more NFL right now.
Yeah, that was
kind of where I was at with the Browns the last 20 years. I'm actually watching plenty of NFL, though this past week didn't go very well for the Browns. They play the Bengals this week, which is kind of a team they've already beaten. They need to go down to Cincinnati and beat them to kind of prove that they are quasi legitimate, though their 2 losses are by 30 points to their division rivals. But any rate, I am really liking this Monday night doubleheader thing, and like 5:15, 8:30, something like that. I know it's 2:00 on the West Coast, which isn't good, but with so many people stuck at home and not going into an office, it's really taken away that argument. I don't know what the ratings have been like for these games, but it takes away that argument. Oh, the people on the East Coast won't be home to see the game. They're already sitting at home. They've already watched 3 hours of TV today. They're ready. We were sitting here having dinner with my wife the other night. Like, my God, there's a game on.
Exactly. It's great.
We got to get this game on.
I've always thought the NFL could just rotate its schedule anyway and just have games available every day.
Why not?
Why not? We're inundated with sports all the time anyway, so why not? The one caveat I'll say, Steve, on your expectation that it's going to be difficult for the Buckeye offense to match last year's total is last year's total could have been whatever, because as you guys well know from watching the game in person, 38 points at half for the Buckeyes. They only finished with 48. Who knows? They could have scored whatever, which leads me to the reason why I know my prediction record suffers when that game hits a 20 or 21 point spread. And I tracked this for a couple seasons where I was hitting close to 60% against the spread overall, but I was right about 50-50, meaning just throw it in the air, flip a coin, toss up once the game hits a 21 point spread, because who knows what motivation there is in the fourth quarter and who's going to be on the field and how the coach is going to call the plays, if he's going to go for the jugular or if he's going to just say, boys, let's hit the bus and head on out with a 17-point win. Who cares? So it's difficult to call those point spreads, especially when they hit 20 plus points.